Hello friends, this is Uma from Uma's classroom. So today I'm here to discuss few problems from factoring polynomials. This is a good algebra topic, especially who are handling the coursework of Algebra 1, Algebra 2, etc. Otherwise, the students from 8th grade to 11th grade or anyone who is facing any competitive exam can always try those problems with me. Here within this limited time, I was able to pick up just few problems with their working formulas. I hope this will be helpful for you. You can also pick up the same type of problems from your textbook or from any other online resources and try them. So just like my other sessions, I would like to all of you to practice with me. So please be ready with your pen and paper. Different types of factorization problems can come under this topic, factoring polynomials. So what I have done today, I have just segregated the problems under different categories and I picked up the working formula for them and I have tried to put one example for each of them. So the first one, we are starting with binomial. Binomial means the expression will have two terms. And what I can see in my example, it's just different of perfect square. Like suppose your example is given in the format, the example that I have over here, x square minus 9. I have to factorize that. So there is a very simple working formula for that. When the binomial is the difference of two perfect square terms, we can apply that formula and solve the problem. So here it will fit into the formula a square minus b square equals a plus b times a minus b. I am showing you the working formula and the example that we are solving now. So please be ready with it with your pen and paper. So we are factorizing x square minus 9. I hope who all are watching, you were able to copy the problem at least. And now I am also solving it. I would request all of you to try to solve with me step by step. And the working formula I already have mentioned. It is a square minus b square equals a plus b times a minus b. So here in my problem, I can clearly see a is occupying the, x is occupying the position of a, and 9 I can express it as 3 squared. So I would prefer to write my problem like that. So x square minus 9 equals within parentheses x squared minus within parentheses 3 squared. Then I can clearly see x can serve the purpose of a, where 3 can serve the purpose of b. Now I am using the working formula. I repeat, a square minus b square equals a plus b times a minus b. So if I simply substitute in this formula, I am going to get x plus 3 times x minus 3, because here x is occupying a, the position of a, and 3 is occupying the position of b. And I am showing you my final answer as you all can copy with your problem. It's x plus 3 times x minus 3. So this is one type of problem. There is another type of problem where it is either the difference or the sum of perfect cubes, like a cube plus b cube or a cube minus b cube. So just like before, first I would like to mention the working formula or the general formula we can use for that, and we will pick up one example from each. So the first formula that I have noted, that is a cube minus b cube equals a minus b times a square plus ab plus b square. And here both the terms, they are the perfect cube and it is expressed as a difference of two perfect cubes. There is another possibility where it is not the difference, it can be the sum of two perfect cube terms. In that case, the working formula would be a cube plus b cube equals a plus b times a square minus ab plus b square. So, first I would like to show you the working formulas. I hope you can see the working formulas. Don't look at the example now. I'm coming to the example. If you want, you can note down the working formula. Now you all can see I have picked up one example to factorize x cube minus 8. So obviously it's very clear from the two standard working formulas that it is going to follow a cube minus b cube working formula. And just like before, I am going to solve this problem step by step, and I want you also to go through this problem and come to the final result. If you want to share with me, definitely you can type it out through the chat box. So let's start the problem. So here, first I would like to express x cube minus 8 in terms of a cube minus b cube format. So here I can see x cube can be written as x in parenthesis cubed minus, we all know that 8 can be expressed as cube of 2. So in parenthesis I would like to write 2 then cubed. And here x is taking place of a from the standard formula, whereas 2 is taking place of b from the standard formula. So now it looks like this. Next step, I would simply apply the formula of a cube minus b cube simply by replacing a and b with x and 2 respectively. So next, I would like to write x minus 2. Then in standard formula, it is written as a minus b times a square plus ab plus b square. So here it is x minus 2, then x squared plus 2 times x times 2 plus, so x square plus ab. ab means x times 2 plus 2 square. And if I finish this, it would become x square plus 2x plus 4. And this is my final answer. In the middle line, by mistake, I wrote 2 for 2 times. There is only 1, 2. You all can see that I crossed out the wrong one. So this is my final answer. I hope you are also reaching to the same point. If anyone can confirm that you can see my writings well. Now, I will move to another example where the problem is expressed as a sum of perfect cubes. And here in this example, I have already solved the problem in detail, so you all can follow it from this. And if you want to note down, you can definitely note it down. Here my problem is x cubed plus 27. And we all know that 27 is the cube term of 3. 3 times 3, 9. 9 times 3, 27. So in this problem, x is occupying the position of A, whereas 3 is occupying the position of B, and it is the addition of two perfect cube terms. So it will apply the formula A cube plus B cube. And I also have applied the same formula, and I have shown you step by step how to come to the final answer. I hope if you were trying to solve, you are already done with that. Please match your answer with my given answer. Next, so these are few problems, 3 problems where we only handle the binomials. Now I'm coming to few problems where we will be handling the trinomials. So for trinomials also, there are segregations. The first problem, this is the type of problem where it is a perfect square trinomial. So if it's a perfect square trinomial, it will look like a square plus 2ab plus b square. This is the general format. And a square plus 2ab plus b square equals a plus b. Yes, Arcade Master, welcome to the session. Thank you for watching. And so a plus b whole square. And the problem that I have picked up, I am going to show you all. It is 4x square plus 16x plus 16. So I already mentioned this is a perfect square trinomial, means 3 terms will be there. So here 4x square is occupying the position of a square plus 16x. This is occupying the position of 2ab in the general formula, and plus 16. 16 is occupying the position of b square in the general formula. So here our duty is to express this expression in a perfect square term. And two types of possibilities are there. First of all, perfect square trinomial. It can be a plus b whole square or it can be a minus b whole square depending upon the sign of the middle term. So I have solved two different problems, keeping the coefficient and all other terms same. I just changed the sign of the middle term in the second problem. Now I'm showing both the examples to you. You can just copy the working formula and the problem. You can solve it afterwards or you can solve it now. If you want to copy the problem in as a whole, that also you can do. But here I picked up only just one or two problems for a better result, definitely try to find out some more problems of the same type from your textbook or from any other online resource and keep them practicing. So it's time. Please be prepared with your pen and paper. I hope you all can see the trinomial topic, the working formula and example under the topic trinomial. So it's up to you. How would you make the note? You can note down the working formulas with the problems, or you can copy the problem working formula entirely. I hope you are all good with these two problems. Now it's time to move on to the next problem. This is called generic trinomial. Generic trinomial, it does not have any particular formula or rule. The best way to solve is just gaze and check. You have to, usually the generic trinomial comes in the general format ax square plus bx plus c. So definitely there is only one variable present, which is x, and three different coefficients can be present. That means three different numerical values can be present. The first one is the coefficient of x square, that is a in the general formula. Second one is the coefficient of x, that is b in the general formula, and third one is the perfect constant c. So the best way to solve it, simply gaze and check. You have to keep this in mind. In this, if you are getting this kind of problems, you have to express that trinomial in as a product of two different expressions. As a product of two different expressions. So I picked up one example. Just like before, you can copy the entire thing, or you can simply write down the general formula and the problem. You can try to solve them on your own. So this is just gaze and check method I have applied. It's your time, so please be prepared with your pen and paper. You will only copy the things that is under number 4. I'm sorry, suddenly my hands went down. So if that was interrupting your note taking, I'm extremely sorry for that. I hope that was enough to copy this small problem. Now I'm coming to the another type of polynomial factorization problem, which is mainly handled by higher grade students who are specially handling Algebra 2 curriculum. And here the polynomials with four or more terms. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for watching and thanks for your time. Thank you, Arcade. Thank you so much. I have another example. So the topic I was in, it is polynomials with four or more terms. Polynomials with four or more terms. So I already mentioned this is mainly for Algebra 2 students. It's not like that Algebra 1 will never face this, or 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade. In any grade you may have to face this kind of problems, even in ACT math, SAT math. So for this, the most helpful phrases are factor by grouping. Factor by grouping. So after getting your polynomial, you have to pick up the terms or choose the terms which two can have, or which two or three can have a common factor. Then, if they are sitting one beside another, you are fortunate enough. Just group them and take the common term out and write the other terms inside the parenthesis and then proceed. And if it's a little bit tricky, you may not get all the terms which can have a common factor. They are just sitting side by side. In that case, your expression may need a rearrangement. But I don't think for high school graders it's going to be very tough. The problem that I picked up over here, uh, this is easier because it was having, just by chance I picked it up and I found that in the common terms, common factors were just the terms with common factors, they are just sitting side by side. So I grouped them. I have shown them with arrows, and under each block arrows you will find the CF, means common factor, for a better understanding. Then you will see from those group of terms I took the common factor out of the parenthesis and I wrote the other terms left. Then I just rearranged. And when you are rearranging in your final answer, try to rearrange as per the order of your variable. So here you will find in my answer that x has two different powers, 1 and 2. So definitely the term with the first power of x, I wrote it first, then I wrote the second power of x terms. So please be ready for this particular problem. Yes, this is under number 5. I hope you can follow all the steps. I split them. I have tried to show the grouping, how to make the grouping. And I mentioned by chance I picked it up and it was a good problem that the different terms having common factors, they were just sitting side by side, so I didn't need to rearrange. If somewhere you see that the terms which are having common factors, they are not right beside one another, you have to do one extra step, just rearrange your problem. That's it. And I hope you are good enough to copy this problem or to go through this problem. So now I would like to say I'm almost wrapping up, almost around the corner. But in this discussion, we have talked about binomials, trinomials, and higher polynomials, which may have 4 or more terms. But whatever the degree of polynomial is, one thing was very common for all. You will have to look for the GCF for all types of polynomials. So after getting this factorization of polynomial problem, try to look for a GCF. And that is the most important thing. Doesn't matter are you handling binomial, trinomial, or any higher polynomial. Try to look for GCF. And how can you get this GCF? I have discussed 5 different techniques. So I hope this will help you. So the last line it is that I just mentioned. I noted down that also. So if you feel that you want to make a note of it, you can definitely do. And the student who have said that you have a homework assignment, so you find this very helpful. May I know your grade and school or the area from where you are joining my session? If you do not have any problem, please. Okay, I get your response. Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm really happy to know that at least I can help someone who is really in need. That is the purpose of my YouTube channel. Actually, my dad was very, very good in mathematics, excellent. And I lost him when I was in grade 3. So I didn't get a chance to learn math from him, but with his books and other notes, I have tried to grab as much as I could. So stay tuned with Uma's Classroom. If you have any specific request, you can definitely send it to me. I will try to cover that up. And thank you so much. Okay, oh, it's that was upon God. Okay, yeah, I appreciate your feeling. Yeah, I can see the messages, and we are around the corner. So maybe someday again we can meet over here, and definitely you can talk to your friends about Uma's Classroom. You can make notes. By nature, I am not a fast speaker, so I believe whenever I am here, you can make some important notes. Okay, so stay well, be safe. Wish to see you again in this platform. Thank you so much. Thank you once again. Bye. Thank you. You are most welcome, Market. Thank you.